I believe Nigeria has to split, or Nigeria has to go back into regionalism. Ideally, don't split, but go back into regionalism, because the way Nigeria is set up right now just does not work. I'm being honest with you. Nigeria is set up to support numbers, support your location. And if you are a northerner, as you can see, the north, I'm from the south, I'm a southerner. If you are from the north, you're most likely Muslim. And the way Nigeria is built to support religion and numbers. And the north have both. If you are from the south, the chances of you becoming the president of Nigeria is forgotten. I, as an Ibibio man from Akwa Ibom State, but I can never become president of Nigeria. I can never even become a top-ranking member of office, because I am from the southern part of Nigeria, and I'm But I'm going to say this even more. You see, a lot of the mess people hear about Nigeria typically comes from the north, from the terrorism to the illiteracy to the poverty. It's from the north. We most definitely have to go back into regionalism so that people can have more autonomy over their regions. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, because right now Nigeria doesn't work. If you are not a northerner and you're not Muslim, forget it. Nigeria is built to support your religion, Muslim, Islam, and support numbers, the north. That's why if you look at Nigeria, most of our presidents have been from the north. Northern leaders, the northern elites, want to focus on oil and gas in the south, and the northern elites deliberately keep the northerners poor and hungry because they're easier to control. They don't want to develop the north, because if you develop the north, the people cannot be your zombies anymore. So they keep them hungry, they keep them angry, they keep them poor, they keep them ignorant, so that they're easier to control. This is what's going on in the northern part of Nigeria. This is it. This is the truth. So what I want to share with the global community is this: the bulk of the mess you hear about Nigeria comes from the northern part of Nigeria, from the poverty to the violence to the terrorism to the child marriages to the chaos. Most of it comes from the north. I'm not saying the south is perfect, absolutely not, but I'm telling you, if you separate the northern part of Nigeria right now and you separate the south, I kid you not, the southern part of Nigeria automatically becomes one of the best countries in Nigeria. The most educated people in Nigeria come from the southern part of Nigeria. The most intellectually capable people come from the southern part of Nigeria. So imagine, because of the way Nigeria is set up, the average southerner can never get into leadership position because they're not a lot, and because they're not Muslim. So this is how Nigeria is set up. Nigeria is set up to favor the northern part of Nigeria because they have more numbers and because they're Muslim. That's it. This is why Nigeria is chaotic. So most southerners now are calling for separation. Most southerners now are calling for regionalism, because, dude, we are not going to leave the hand of our country in some guy who doesn't even know what it means to be educated. We're not going to give the future of our country and our location in the hands of somebody who probably doesn't understand the essence of, collaboration. Makes no sense. So that's why, for me personally, as a southerner, I absolutely support regionalization. I support regionalism because it makes the most sense for my people. It makes the most sense for my state. I don't think, while I appreciate Nigeria and I think Nigeria needs to stay together, but we need to stay together as a confederacy. A federation does not work, because what we have currently as a federation is a few people from the north deciding what happens for everybody else, and you have not even developed your region. How can you be in leadership position in Nigeria for over 2 decades and the north is still one of the most underdeveloped places in the world, in Nigeria, in Africa?
Let me tell you the truth. Like I have Yoruba in-laws myself. Yoruba in-laws, I have them. So one of my what do you call it? Their issues now. What do you call them? You call them Hausa Fulani, or you call them Yorubas? Who is coming to divide us and say those people should go back to? If you go to Lagos, if you go to okay, I usually give example. General Murtala Mohammed, the man from Kano, the head of state that was assassinated by Dinka. His wife is a Yoruba woman. So where do you want his children to go if the nation is divided? Are they going to be with the Yorubas, or are they going to be with the Hausas in the north? Look, let's forget this useless youth. They are no more different from these hard men. These people agitating for Ududwa and Biafra or Ariwa or this Boko Haram. They are all the same group of people. Majority of Nigerians wants to stay Nigeria. And if they're in doubt, let's make a referendum. I can make a social, look at the election. When the election in Nigeria, millions of votes from all the states. PDP or APC states will get millions of votes, means Nigerians are ready to stay in a corporate Nigeria. This is by an indirect referendum, which shows that people are ready. All these youth that are making noise, whether Boko Haram Shekau, whether Kanu of IPOP, whether whatever it is of Odudua, they are just a small, tiny minority of Nigerians using sentiments, ethnic, archaic, retrogressive sentiments to destabilize the nation. But Nigerians, I'm telling you, I can vouch on that. Nigerians wants to stay together in peace, but in peace and equity, not any segment of Nigeria which is cheated. I can vouch for that. I am for that.
If I hear you clearly, you said Nigerians really want to be together. Are you really sure Nigerians want to be together?
Yes, they want to. No, yes, they want to be. Yeah, I'm in Sokoto now. There are still Igbo traders there, many, in millions. They don't want to go back home. So what do you tell me? They want to Biafra. Biafra is a nuisance, just like Boko Haram. You think every northerner is a Boko Haram? No, but not. Most Nigerians, they don't want this extreme ethnic or religious groups. They don't want them. Most Nigerians want peace. They live together as a nation. That is it. And what can affirm to you? Look at all these people agitating like Odudua. Where are the Yoruba leaders? Why they are not talking about it? Look at the Igbo leaders too. They are not talking about Biafra. Look at Nigerians. We are not talking about Boko Haram or Herdsmen. In fact, now you look. I'm trying to pacify Herdsmen to bring them back to civility. And this is what we expect Yoruba leaders to go into this Oduduwa people. They are used usually very young people who have never noticed. Has never experienced, civil war, making noise. Some of them even from outside. So Yoruba leaders should take care of their Yoruba miscreants. The Igbo should take care of their Igbo miscreants. And we are doing here, taking care of the herdsmen.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sir, I am calling you to use your office to do what nobody has been able to do since 1904. Have the courage to ask Nigerians to decide their own future. 3 years ago, while we were suffering in Nigeria, the former president, Buhari, was constructing a road that will link the Hausa people with the Niger. 3 years ago, while we were suffering from bad roads and bad rails, the federal government of Nigeria used Nigerians' money to create and construct a railway that leads to Niger. Yesterday, the Niger government dumped French as their national language in favor of Hausa. The Hausa people and the Fulani people are coming together. And Nigeria is an obstacle to that unity. The government should be able to make up its mind and let us decide on our own future. Should Nigeria continue to be together? Many Black Americans are coming back home now. They want to come back to Africa because of the far right government of His Royal Majesty Al Capone Trump. But they cannot come to Yoruba land, even though the 75% of them that were there are from Yoruba land. They cannot come to Yoruba land because of the so-called indivisible Nigeria. Forcing different tribe, forcing different ethnicity, forcing different people together under the name of Nigeria. The Northerners are trying to build their own people, build their own nation with the Niger. The Cameroonians are doing their own with some part of Igbo land. We have nothing in common with these people with murderous intention in the name of religion. In the last 1 month alone, over 35 people have been slaughtered needlessly in Ondo State by the Fulanis. I know when we say the Fulanis, the president will say, did you see Fulanis there? The same thing you said when my cousin, Fashion's daughter, was killed. And eventually when the criminals were apprehended and found to be Fulanis, you did not come back to withdraw your statement your statement of defense of the Fulanis. We cannot continue to live in a situation whereby we feel like we are being forced together. We cannot continue to live in a country whereby some people will be killing us and we will just be looking like Mugu. The Nigerian entity is like a curse on the Yoruba people. You know, we don't like violence. We don't like àti ìgbádùn. But when that Oro and Igbadun is being undermined in the name of religion by these northern non-entities, not all of them, the religious non-entity among them, very few, but very powerful in their statement of Islamizing Nigeria by all costs. This is why I'm saying, Your Excellency, please, give us the chance to decide the future of Nigeria by ourselves. The Fulanis, the Hausas, they are doing great by trying to march together. There is no reason why we should continue with Abdul Salam and the northern constitution imposed on us that Nigeria is indivisible. Why is it not divisible? Is it our own choice? You will say Nigeria is indivisible if it is the choice of the people. Anybody that says Nigeria is indivisible is actually continuously promoting the colonial presentation of Nigeria. They are promoting it. The colonials don't want Nigeria to work, because if Nigeria worked as a beacon of the biggest country in Africa, it will make all African people come back and know that we are not under the attack of God. But these people will not let us work, and they are working with the very few minute people enjoying the bread of Nigeria. Let us go. Mr. Tinubu, please let my people go. We are fed up of these unnecessary killings. It is so in those states, the killing ground. Nowhere in Yoruba land is safe. They are already in Igbo land now. And the Obas in Yoruba land, because they are afraid to stand up for their own people, because àwọn baálẹ̀ oníranu tó ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ Fulani. But we can deal with those people if we are in Nigeria of our choice. This Nigeria is a Nigeria by force, and people are being forced to die in silence. Allow us to decide the future of our country by ourselves, Your Excellency. We're not good together. But if you refuse to, this is one thing I can assure the Fulanis and the Hausas and all the Malay in Yoruba land that are trying to Islamize us. There will be retaliation. If they kill us now, we will be retaliating. What happened in Ife? You remember? What happened in Shagamu? You remember? It doesn't take us long to stand up and act. if we know we are becoming defenseless by the people who should be defending us. If you are forcing Nigeria to be together and you cannot keep us secure in Nigeria, then we will be retaliating. We will find it not difficult at all to retaliate. Every killings in Yoruba land now will be retaliated. It will be retaliated. Power because of the name of Nigeria. Three headless body dump in Ondo State. Yesterday, 3 bodies were brought from the farm. 20 were killed within the last 1 month. Kilo day. If we cannot be together in peace, then we should allow us to separate in peace. Because if you don't allow that, it will lead Nigerians to start fighting each other. Because the more these people kill us, the more you are putting pressure on us to retaliate. And we will be retaliating if the government is not doing its job. Elaboru, elaboye, elaboye boshishe.
This country called Nigeria. Now only God na go fit help us for inside this country called Nigeria, because this one Nigeria of it where we say okay, some people they agitate for no, we don't do for one Nigeria and team no they work. So now why some people like they against one Nigeria with that? If not, see she could be now. She could be talk and say them they no want separation. Them say they want make we day together. Now everything she could be they talk. And I don't hear within other people talk for inside this video. Like the Southerners, we talk for inside this video. He talk and say Nigeria seem to benefit the northern people pass. Now within talk. Now hear how the guy explain many things for here, and now hear how a Yoruba man talk about how things is going in this country. And I know they face many things, different things from inside this country. So now why some people say we should go back to either the freedom or separation. Now we're waiting that they talk. If you get anything to say you want to talk concerning this matter, I beg share it with us in the comment section. And also if today is your first time, kindly like our video, share and also subscribe. Thank you.